Demonstrators will start at the bottom of the American steps at 10 in the morning this Saturday and make their way through Irish Town towards the piazza. The group plans to take a knee like protesters around the world have done in support of the movement, and individuals will make speeches.
I think Gibraltar can add to this because it is a diverse community. It is in many ways an image of many other societies in the world, and we sit in a very unique place in the world too. And I think if Gibraltar, though it's small, can have a lot of power in the image that we give off, and I think we can come together and be united on very few issues, but this is probably one of them. So I'm very happy to kind of organise this and give the world a message from Gibraltar that we're in solidarity with the oppressed, and we stand for justice and not injustice.
Some of those who plan to attend shared why they've been prompted to get involved.
The Army, Navy and RAF had the best places in Gibraltar. You know, we were even called useless mouths by Winston Churchill during the Second World War. That's why we were evacuated to places like London. The civilian population was, because they wanted it as a military base. So, and you know, names like Jebo, Jani were all derogatory terms at one point, although we've empowered it and now we call ourselves that. Then I've also experienced when the Moroccans came over. They've also been victims of racism, whether we like it or not. They're very amiable people. Morocco is one of the safest Muslim countries to be in. And, you know, and we asked them to come over to help, but they did experience racism. And you could argue that some of them still experience racism today, maybe through housing, for example. We have a Jewish community here, you know, and although they're very well respected and well established in Gibraltar, and they're probably some of the first Gibraltarians, which we don't recognize, you know, were Jewish. I have to say, and I'm ashamed to say that, but personally I hear a lot of anti-Semitic comments as well from professionals, from middle-class people who wouldn't dream of saying it in the face. And I'm not saying that it's at the level that you would possibly engage with someone and call them racist terms or be violent towards them. Thankfully, we don't have that problem in Gibraltar. We kind of get on well with each other. But there is underlying racism or anti-Semitism in this case.
It was just basically about having minorities as friends, and having seen it with my own eyes is with my black friends and any other minority like my brown friends and stuff like that. So I feel like you have to stand up for them as a white person.
It's about education. I think we have to educate people on what is right, what is wrong, because I think in like Gibraltar we have like this idea that it's a really like accepting place, but I think a lot of people don't feel welcome and don't feel heard, and I think it's about educating people on what that means and what kind of like ideas and narratives we're actually telling.
Over 100 individuals have clicked attending on Facebook, with a further 100 plus interested. On safety precautions regarding COVID, organiser Mark Montegrifo says stewards will be appointed to maintain groups of 20, social distancing and encourage mask use.